DipShips, we're back. Medi and Nick.
What did you ask for?
Hell also yeah. A very good way to open the podcast. Hello!
What are we doing?
What did we... What?
Preferably drugs.
You were doing DipShips. Oh, we said very different things.
Oh, well, I mean, one cannot exist without the other, you know? We make the drugs, is what I'm saying.
What?
Well, you see, we buy the drugs, we sell the drugs, we buy the drugs.
Yes.
And hey, I'm gonna take you to a gay bar.
Gay bar, gay bar, gay bar.
You! Let's start a war.
Who wants to start with their weeks?
I'm so confused.
Nick, do you want to start with your weeks?
Sure, man.
Yeah.
So work stuff is pretty short this week because it was really easy. Thank fuck.
You're easy.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Should be a whore.
I could.
Oh.
Was that noise you eating the whore? Is that...
I don't know what that was. I'm just gonna gloss over it. We're gonna move
Sure.
on.
We got some ground to cover. Yeah, go ahead.
It was mostly just kind of busy work. Fixing up some machines, doing regular stuff. The two new people who started made it through the whole week. They didn't quit. They didn't walk out. I'm amazed. I'm impressed. It is very funny that one of the new girls is like, she takes lunch at the same time as me, and she just sits there watching anime on Netflix on her phone on lunch break.
Uh-huh.
So, sometimes I'm just sitting there, half paying attention to anything going on, and she just bursts out laughing.
Uh-huh.
Scary.
Like, I'm glad she's having a good time, but it scares me every time. Because the break room is very quiet, but she recommended, Carl, what's the funny new anime on Netflix?
Dan?
Yes! Correct.
Carl like Dan.
I watched it. It was pretty good. I may keep up with it. We'll see.
It's one of my favorite series.
Good. All I know about it is that there was a ghost and aliens.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of those.
The stuff that was in episode 1, basically. I got to leave work very early on Thursday, which was great for me and bad for my coworkers, but I don't care.
Correct.
It was, I left at 12:30 because I had my learner's permit knowledge test thingy. But that wasn't until 2:30, and my boss was like, well, why are you leaving at 2:30, or at 12:30 then? And I was like, well, you see, the point of going to get the learner's permit is right now, I can't drive. And this time, right now, 12:30 is the only time I can get a ride over there. So, I'm leaving. Bye.
Where are you going? Wait, we're doing a podcast.
I mean, I have a microphone. I can just take it with me.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Yay!
That's how computers. It's true.
Yeah, of course. But so I got dropped off near the DMV like 2 hours early and just chilled in a Dunkin' Donuts for an hour. And then I walked in. I didn't know the DMV has changed since the last time I went to the DMV.
DMV has changed.
Because I haven't gone since I was like 19. So I didn't know that now, if you go to the DMV, it has to be for an appointment only. Like, you can't just walk into the DMV.
Yeah, it sucks ass.
And they have, like, a security guard that enforces this.
You say that sucks ass, but I kind of prefer it that way.
I mean,
you don't just
honestly,
sit at the DMV for 70
Yeah,
hours.
that is fair.
Yeah, like, I'm okay with this. It just meant I had to, like, before I started any of this nonsense, go online and make an appointment, like, 2 months in advance. Which means that I couldn't do the regular thing I do, which is just say, yeah, fuck it, I got nothing going on today, and go in to do my adult responsibilities. And there was a special line for people who were doing, like, small testing like this, basically, learner's permit and CDL stuff. It was me and one other person. And I was like, oh, great. Just kind of going to go in, go out. The person in front of me took 40 minutes. Before she even went to take her test, she walked up there to the lady at the desk and gave her some paperwork, told her what she was there for, and the lady behind the desk looked at it and said, you were supposed to fill this out the whole time you were waiting.
Awesome, man.
And I'm next in line going, oh no.
I assume you filled it out.
So with the paperwork that I printed out to do this was 3 pages. I filled out 2 of them. One of them was like some information stuff to get a real ID.
Gross.
But I already have one, so I don't need to do that. I just gave them my old ID and they took it from me and applied all that information to my new one. But so it probably wouldn't have been that bad still, because the paperwork to fill out, like I said, it's like 3 pages. It's all very simple, straightforward stuff. The information that you need to fill it out is stuff you had to bring anyway, like social security card and blah, 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 the mail and whatever. But she was like, oh yeah, and also I checked off this thing on the sheet that says I want to change my name. Because I guess when she got her ID, somehow in the process they spelled her name wrong on it.
Oh, lovely.
So she's like, I need to change it so that it's my actual name. And she was like, okay, here's the form. It has 2 fields. It has a from, where you're going to put what's on your ID, and a to, where you're going to put what you want it to say. Very straightforward concept.
I can feel where this is going already.
She had to have this explained to her 5 times. And this was like a very... Like, we were having a conversation before she went up. I know this person speaks quite fluent English. This wasn't like an I don't understand the instructions kind of thing, because English isn't my first language.
Yeah.
This was... I think she might just be stupid.
I was gonna say, drugs are hell of a drugs.
It's like she was up there, she was filling out paperwork after she got the name change form for like a good 10 minutes. And I was like, damn, there must be a lot more paperwork than I thought. Now I'm worried. Did I do all the paperwork? And then she looks up at the lady behind the desk and she's like, how do I fill out the name change form again? And this process continued to repeat for a while, because I don't know what wasn't clicking, but she didn't understand how to change her name.
I feel bad for the desk lady now.
I do too. And I was like extra worried because I'm like, now she's going to be pissed. And if I go up there and I'm not perfect, it's going to go to me. But oh well. So the full 40 minutes goes by. She's finally figured out all her paperwork. She's ready to go. She gets her picture taken. She goes in the back to take her test. And I walk up and I tell her what I'm there for. And I have this little folder that has all my paperwork in it because I didn't know for sure what I needed, so I brought extra shit. And I just gave her the folder and the forms and all the paperwork, and she just took it all and was like, oh, you're so prepared, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Get fucked, what's
I
your
was
name?
like, yes, I'm winning at DMV.
A perfectly normal thing to want.
I'm
And
winning at
possible to
DMV.
achieve.
And possible to achieve, yes.
But yeah, so she gave me the breakdown. It was like, okay, we're going to take your picture. You sign this little pad thing. You go in the back. You take the vision test. You turn off your cell phone. You take the knowledge test. And I was like, okay. And she's like, okay, you got to be really careful. Their wording is really specific. Read the questions carefully. Go over everything a couple times. I need to be clear. I did not do most of that.
Nice.
The way I have taken tests for my whole life is I read it very quickly, decide if I know the answer, click it, and move on. Which has never failed me even once, I swear. But
I mean, if it worked.
Right? I was an honor student for most of my life. The thing
like
with
that's
me
just
is
about
my
all of
brain
us.
is stupid. So, like, if I sit down and I look at a problem, if I don't immediately know the answer, thinking about it is not going to give me the answer. Like, I could maybe break it down with work in, like, math specifically, but even then, who knows? I'm basically going to be able to read something and know immediately if I can do it or not. And no amount of extra time staring at it will fix this problem, so fuck it.
Sounds like you didn't stare long enough.
Sometimes I did. The SATs took a long time for me.
Yeah, big move.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
But,
me.
God, I'm glad we're not in high school anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
So I get in the back, and the woman who was in front of me at the counter is still there taking her test. which doesn't
Oh.
surprise me because, I went through the process much, much faster than her. So I sit down,
Well, you
And I
don't
go
have
through the
brain
thing.
damage.
right? It's 25 questions. You can get 5 wrong. And I went through it really quickly because, of course, I did. I got 1 wrong because it was stupid.
Which one?
It was something like, when you're passing a car, when do you go back into the lane that you started from?
Whenever
And the
I want.
options were like, when you can see their headlights in the rear view mirror, 1 vehicle length ahead, or something like 500 feet, some like exact measurement of distance. The funny thing is, I cannot tell you what I put or what the correct answer is.
I'm proud of you.
I truly don't remember. I think I clicked a vehicle length ahead because I was like, sure, good enough. But so I finished that. He takes my paperwork. He prints out the shit I need. I get up and realize that the person who got here like 10 minutes before me is still sitting there taking the test.
Girl,
And I'm like, oh, well, good luck.
like,
Yeah,
alright, sometimes,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even really know like how that ended because after the test, I still had to sit like at the DMV for a bit while they processed things. And then they like
as they fight with the printer from the 1980s, yeah.
literally, yeah, like they had to print out the temporary learner's permit and shit like that. And that took another like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. And by the time I got it and started to leave, she still wasn't back. So I think she did great. I'm sure she's doing fine.
You never know. Maybe she has her learner's permit now.
Right?
Maybe her plan was just to annoy the people so much they gave it to her without her having to do anything.
But since they took my ID, and I don't have the learner's permit yet, it's in the mail, whatever, 10 days, whatever they claim, I replaced its spot in my wallet with Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon.
Well, yeah, you're the king of card games, as has been established, therefore.
I was like, this should be good enough identification for a while.
Nice.
It's me, the final boss of card games.
You know me, of course. That's really all I did this week work-wise. I watched just horrible things today.
Huh?
I watched Madam Web.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. So when you said horrible things, you meant it.
I did. Although I did find this specific lineup of things on Netflix very funny. I just
yeah.
loved seeing Madam Web right next to Nobody Wants This, because you're
Yeah.
right.
That's pretty good.
And I knew this movie was bad, but
We're
wow,
prepared for how bad.
it's just so much worse than I thought.
Those
it's
girls
not
want to
like
steal my
fun bad.
spider.
How hungry.
How hungry. Me and my friend that I was watching with kept quoting, "How are you poisoning me?" Because there's this lady who, like, sleeps with the bad guy, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill some teenagers about it.
As you do.
Which was insane to say, because from what I remember about this movie that I'm already forgetting, because it was just that dog shit, he had just, like, met up with this woman that day for the first time. So they met up, slept together, and then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill teenagers, and she was like, what? And since she wasn't immediately on board, he poisoned her and killed her.
Yeah.
And he can, like, do poison by touch, so he just, like, grabs her wrist and her veins start turning black, and we were just like, how do you specifically know? Like, obviously something bad is happening to you. Obviously you're dying. But I don't think I would go, like, how are you poisoning me? It's just such a nonsense line, and there's so many like it in the movie. But there was one genuinely hilarious thing.
Yeah.
Near the end of the movie, spoilers for Madam Web, I don't care. She realizes that she has basically astral projection, kind of. Like, she can be in a bunch of different places at once because she can see a lot of different alternate timelines. And sure, fuck it, comic books, I
She's
don't
the
care.
web.
Yeah. So all the girls are, like, about to die, and she's like, oh, I can save them all at once. So she does that, and she does this by just, like, stancing up in the middle of the final battle. And the villain is like, what? No! And just walks up to her while she's stanced up and punches her in the goddamn stomach.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? More people should just do this.
I mean, yeah.
Like, this did not win you the day. You still died, and you lost, and you're an insane person for everything else that you did in this movie. But that was a great move.
Yeah, I gotta kill some teenagers. So,
Yeah.
alright.
All teenagers must die.
I gave it a 3 out of 10 because I like the actor for Ben, even though everything else about the movie is dog shit, and I think Madam Web had a cool jacket.
I was gonna say that's generous, but I mean, she did have a cool jacket.
She did. Two of those points are from that jacket because as soon as I finished watching the movie, I looked up if I could buy it.
I was gonna say it's like a 1 or 2. That was a very
That's
ungood.
rude.
Oh, I meant the movie.
The
not
jacket's like
jacket.
an 8 or higher, depending
The
on if you
jacket's
can
cool.
rock it.
The same way
Really
that
good jacket.
the same way that when you watch the Crow remake, you'll watch it and go, "This movie sucks," but when he wore that jacket that just said "Goon" on it, that was cool.
I can't believe the Crow's a gooner.
I fully
can.
believe it. That's
I
all
was
he
about to
is.
say, no, I
Yeah.
can't actually. That's
the
literally
entire
movie.
point of-
That's the point of the Crow, yes.
Yeah. I then watched like highlight reels of full playthroughs of the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar video game.
Nick, why do you like do these things to yourself?
I was
Funny.
just like morbidly curious. I didn't even know it existed, so I was like, what? I must click. And God, wow. All I can say is that it is a miracle that it is still better than the last Avatar game that came out.
Which one?
I think it's called something like Avatar: The Quest for Balance.
Oh, I don't know that one. I was like, you mean the Korra one? I thought that was pretty good.
No,
It's like a bad platinum game, but it's still a platinum game.
I forget what I forget what company made it, but it's just like a kind of walk around, do the story thing, and the combat's not fun, and they skip over a lot of things, and they have 5 different style of cutscenes. Nothing about the game is fun, but I'll give it props for doing the whole series. Like, they went all the way to the end of book 4. I don't know why, but they did.
Wanted to.
Yeah, someone really should have stopped them.
Nah.
I did the same thing for Gollum.
Alright, now why?
That was one where I was like, I have heard since it came out this game is dog shit, and I've seen screenshots and clips about it. But how bad is it really?
Yeah.
Like, Lord of the Rings is a thing you actually like.
Like, I love Lord of the Rings, and this hurt. This hurt so bad.
Yeah, it turns out Gollum's not good.
Yeah, just complete dog shit game. I understand why a lot of streamers that I saw picking it up when it released just gave up.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, this will be funny bad to stream. And then it was like, no, it's just bad. It's not funny bad, it just sucks. I've been trying to play through Horizon Forbidden West, and it's really difficult.
Yeah.
Not because the game is hard, but because I'm not having a good time.
Oh yeah, but you don't like the kind of tower open world exploration type games, right?
I really don't. I used to. I think I just got tired of them. It's like, I have shit to do. I don't want to, like,
yeah.
explore all this shit, do all these worthless side quests. Some of
I
the
don't
side
want to
quests are
climb
fun,
50
but
different drafts.
yeah, like, I don't care. And the combat isn't good enough for me to be like, this is still worth it. I don't remember if the first game really had, like, a melee combo system. I
Not
thought it was all
as
about, like, the bow stuff.
Such.
But the second
It was
game
mostly
really
the bow
kind of pushes, like, oh, you have this spear and you can do all these combos with it. But it sucks. It's not good.
I think the spear stuff was mostly just sneaking up and hacking in the first one.
Yeah. Like, that's still there, and that's still fine. Like, I like just sneaking up and either hacking or stabbing. But if you have to get into, like, a brawl, none of your melee attacks, unless you charge them, stagger the machines. So you swing, and they win. And if you charge up, while you're charging up, they swing, and they win.
Sounds right.
And it's like, yeah, I'll probably beat this just because I guess I should know the end of the story, but I could also just get that from a YouTube video. Because, God, I've been meaning to make so much progress in this game, and I basically boot it up, do a mission, and go, well, I'm tired of that. I'm gonna go do anything else.
You fucking coward.
But the good news is Sparking Zero Early Access is tomorrow.
Oh, so it is.
And I'm gonna play that a lot. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. I think it starts the 7th.
I forgot about that.
You fool. Pre-order
I
now.
like Dragon Ball.
I'm gonna main Super Baby. Again.
Yeah, this sounds right.
Like, you do understand that I was like, oh, it'll be a funny joke. I made him in Fighter Z. That would be so funny. And then it went, oh no, he actually clicks. Oh, god damn it. Son of a fucking bitch.
Of course the Rugrats guy plays a character with baby in their name.
That's a perfect transition into my week, Nick.
Yeah.
Please
If you were-
feel free.
If you were done.
I only had one other thing to say, but I
Go for
cherish
it.
the transition.
Oh, I was gonna say go for it and we can shoot on over.
It's just, I'm planning, now that it is spooky month, to finally
It's the
watch
spooky month.
Over the Garden Wall, because I've been meaning to watch it for 7 years.
I should do the same thing. I did start doing the spooky month dance when Medi said it's the spooky month.
Hell
Same.
yeah. Yeah, that's my plan for the future. Sparking Zero, learning to drive, and Over the Garden Wall. And I think... I'm trying to get specific dates in my head, but I'm stupid. I think the next time we're supposed to record, I'll be at Comic-Con, so fuck you. But that's in the future.
All right, so getting into my week, I received at least 7 tweets and direct messages going, did you see they're making a live action Rugrats?
Let's go.
As I'm like, I get it. I understand. I literally saw it the second I woke up. I literally made a fucking Rugrats episodes tweet the second I saw it saying Baby Genius is 6.
Wait, did it say anything else, or was it just Baby Genius is 6?
Just baby.
Just Baby Genius is 6.
That's extra funny.
Did you know that there's like 4 or 5 of those movies? I was
I
gonna say
honestly,
3, and then I went, is there a 3? Oh shit, there is. Is there a 4? What the fuck? I had to keep going until I found a number they didn't have.
In my head, I'm like, there was 2. I'm sure there were
They
2.
made a million of those goddamn movies.
And I was like, what the fuck? Why do they keep making more?
Because the babies are smart, idiot. Eventually the babies have their own smart babies.
They don't.
Because it's about eugenics.
I'm pretty sure Baby Genius is 6. They're still babies.
No, they're different babies. Idiot.
It's different. They make a
Are
different
they?
baby. There's always different babies.
Yes, it's always different. Babies grow up. That's the point.
I think the only babies that were the same were between
What
1
the
and
fuck?
2.
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe.
And even then, it's more toddler geniuses.
That's what they called my entire high school graduating class.
yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
So I've been using this image a lot
It's a really good one.
to react. It is a little sugar glider just looking down. He looks very mad. And this has led me to discover the actual Instagram page that it came from.
Oh my god.
Look at this little freak.
Oh. Huh.
Oh, I love him so much. The account is Shino_Une1020.
Is that the name of the sugar glider, or is that the name of the person who owns the sugar glider?
That is a great question. I am not sure, but I like this little man and his gross hands.
The answer is yes.
Every time I open Instagram now, I just see this gross little freak sitting there with his big old eyes, and I'm like, hey. It immediately makes my day better.
I'm not sure if it would have the same effect on me, but I cannot look away from his eyes.
They're so big.
They are enticing.
He's such a little gross freak. Speaking of little gross freaks, did you ever watch the new Meat Canyon / Papa Meat video he put out ranking frozen pizzas?
No?
So he's made like at least 1 or 2 like little puppets for his YouTube channel, which was like insane
Okay.
because they're not like little hand puppets, they're like actual big like things.
Like Muppets?
I need you to be warned that this image I'm about to show you is fairly gross, as is Meat Canyon
Okay.
style. This is his newest creation.
Is that supposed to be E.T.?
It is an oven woman. It is awful. It is hideous. I do not like looking at it. I actually should have spoiler tagged it.
Is this just like in his home?
It's in his, I imagine, studio. I'm gonna delete it and fucking spoiler tag it because I hate looking at it.
Thank you.
Where's there it is. It's the bottom in big red.
Very good.
There you go. Awful fucking thing. I shared it on Mill Mike the other day and Shibuya was like, this is a nightmare. This is Tank to my mood.
They're right. He is absolutely correct.
Absolutely.
I think he should get to kill you for it.
Well, everyone wants to do that and they'll have to take their fucking turns.
Alright, I'll take a number.
So,
All right, 7.
So a couple months ago, I told my, like before the summer when we had to put in our vacation time, I told my boss, I need the 11th.
Uh-huh.
I put in for it. And they said, you can't take the 11th because you have more than 5 days during the school year. And I went, that makes no sense. I'm going to put it at this part of May. And they
What
went,
does that
sure.
mean?
What does that means that I cannot put more than 5 vacation days while school is in session.
That's dumb.
If it is a day where school is not in session, it's not a problem. But if school's in session, it's an issue. Except it's not because I moved it to a day where school's in session and I have 6 days while school's in session and they said it's fine. So they're idiots.
That sounds normal.
But then I reminded him this past Monday I was like, I wanted to move a vacation day to that day. And he went, you can't. And I said, you can't tell me when I cannot take vacation, I'm pretty sure. And I looked on the vacation schedule and see that there are 3 other people out the same one day that I need. Because everyone every year, for some reason, decides to take off the exact same day that I need to.
Is there like
specifically around my birthday?
Day?
I don't know. No idea. I'm like, why are all of you taking off for my fucking birthday?
Happy birthday, Carl.
Not yet. Shut up.
It will have passed by the time this episode comes out.
True. Okay. Happy birthday, Carl.
No, it's them saying happy birthday because, you know, they're taking off on your birthday in honor of you because they love you so much.
I'm going to fucking... Ooh, I have things that would get us demonetized and the channel shut down. So the real reason is because of that, and they didn't tell me that, and I went, well, I'm going to be out that Friday. And I said it to my head custodian. He went, what, you're banking out on me? He got real mad. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I told you months ago, and I made these plans well in advance and informed you and everyone else. So you literally cannot get mad at me for letting you know all this.
Would you rather me
Done.
not tell you? Like,
I was like, I could have just taken Thursday and Friday and not said a fucking thing. So, you know, I don't care. I was like, I'm going. Fuck you. I'm not going to be in this part of New York. What do I care?
Right.
Dumpy, I had to look at the fucking notes channel again. So Dumpy, however...
Oh god, I forgot about shit in the notes channel.
Dumpy called out one day saying that his wife passed out.
Okay.
And we were like, oh shit, we hope everything's alright, you know? But we found out, or I found out at least from my night boss telling me, and he went, so let me tell you where he gets fucking stupid. Because a night boss walked in and the day boss told him that he was going to be out, and he was like, oh, all right. He told him the whole thing. He's like, oh, that sucks. And then he goes, so anyway, the officers across the street called and told me that he had called him in the morning asking how many days he had.
Okay.
how many off days?
He wanted to know how many days off he had, and then went, oh, I'm not going to be in. And we were like, your wife better have actually passed out, because if your stupid fucking ass called and asked and then banked out and there's nothing wrong with her, you are going to Omega hell. Omega hell. How stupid could you possibly be?
Right.
Very.
There's this thing that the kids at work have been doing that specifically the girls, that I don't understand. It is in one stall, and it is, if I can find the image, they have been taking some toilet paper and just sort of laying it flat on the floor, like they're making a little nest.
Maybe they are.
Or like a little spot. And I'm like, what is this for, friends?
Like, how big is it?
Couple inches.
I was going to say, where's the banana for scale?
Banana for scale would sit perfectly in the middle. It wouldn't fill out the whole thing.
Size of my purse specifically. So I can put it on the ground. Did that make sense? No?
I mean, I'm still trying to comprehend the nest.
That's what I'm saying. The size of a purse specifically.
Oh, maybe.
That way they don't have to hold it while they're shitting.
I could buy that. Did he die?
Coral?
What? What could have possibly happened?
He's on the phone. Oh. Have a good night.
What do you mean, good night?
So anyway.
What happened?
Special guest stars have left.
My mom and Dust stepped out for telling us that they were leaving.
Oh, okay.
I was like, this is very unfortunate timing. I knew it would happen.
Very funny.
I thought they had already left.
No. Gotta wait a little longer. So yeah, I don't know what the purpose of this nest is.
Again, size of a purse.
Maybe. That actually does make the most sense.
Like, don't gotta hold your purse while you're taking
I
it
could
out.
believe that.
I honestly considered that it might be like They used to have I don't know if they still have it. They used to have a room for practitioners of the Muslim faith to sit and pray and stuff. And, it's a very we love Trump district. So I figured that like maybe people were complaining that they have a whole room for that or something. And that they have to like kneel, like the girls would have to do their prayers and kneel in the bathroom maybe. And I was like,
maybe? I guess that's also...
I was like, that really sucks if that's true, because that's, like, shitty as hell. But a purse makes a lot more sense.
Right? So, maybe.
Could be both.
True.
Could be both. What else happened here?
Nothing good.
No, nothing good at all, actually. Because I forgot that, Monday, I had a panic attack at work for the first time in months, where I just could not fucking breathe, and I was like... freaking the fuck out, almost vomited, and I woke up the next day and I was like, I'm not going into work.
Good.
I'm not going in. I'm gonna flip the fuck out. And it took a lot of willpower to not. Well, I'm very glad that no one asked like, well, why were you out yesterday? Because I would have flat out just been like, well, I wanted to kill myself yesterday, so I just didn't come in, or I would have collided head on with a fucking truck.
I think that would be a power move.
It'll happen one day, and they'll
not
just be like,
colliding
what?
with the truck, just like saying like,
it.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Saying, well, you make me suicidal, so.
Another fun thing my wonderful boss did. So we have vacuums for our sections.
Sure.
And he had to fix one of them because it wasn't spinning right and catching a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So he took the brush out, and he was like fixing everything inside, but there's a little like metal ball that helps it spin and keeps the friction from melting the vacuum in there that fell out while he was, fixing it. And he didn't put it back in, so when the person went to use the vacuum, it melted the fucking plastic inside and destroyed the vacuum.
Oh.
And it was a brand new vacuum. And our night boss walked in holding the pieces and looked at us and went, this man has been doing this job for longer than I have.
The vacuum?
But that too.
No, the day boss, but the vacuum was brand new, Nick. It would not have been doing the job longer than him.
Maybe he just started.
You don't know, that vacuum might have a better work history than us.
I don't know, the vacuums they get us fucking suck shit.
See? Well, I mean, that is their job.
Oh, okay, let me rephrase that. The vacuums do not do their job correctly.
Fired.
God damn it.
Fired.
For being funny?
It was as funny as a fucking ulcer.
Thank you.
What else happened that actually fucking mattered? I'm gonna get to the big one at the end.
Okay.
Right
I
now,
think I know what it is, and I already knew I'm gonna be upset about it.
Well, right now I would like to talk about how I went to my locals today. Yesterday was my niece's birthday party. I went and had fun, had a good time. That's why my mom was here.
Sure.
Today, I thought we were gonna be doing like a big family thing with my sisters for our birthdays, and instead we didn't. So I was like, I'm going to my fucking locals. I'm picking up a box of Rage of the Abyss because that shit is coming out and I want it.
Okay.
And I didn't do good, Nick.
I saw one tweet about it. I was kind of busy, so I didn't catch all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I did see you lost to, like, Monarchs or something?
Yeah, so,
yeah.
Let me find the thread here. I was getting ready. So, I was going to originally, when they put out round 1, I was going to get a bye. My opponent, I had no opponent, and they just marked me as a win. And I was like, I finally get, like, the easy round 1, you don't gotta worry about anything, fucking win.
Yeah.
And then almost immediately they went, all right, we have to recount because one guy forgot to give me his Konami code to sign up for the tournament.
Okay.
So then they paired me with another guy that's there who's usually there, who I like going against. And we're in the middle of our game 1, and they go, another guy showed up, we have to redo everything.
Oh, God.
And I was like, are you fucking serious? So he did a repair again.
There should be a deadline.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at that point you go, nah, sorry, boss.
Would have been if it wasn't one of the other regulars who was like, I'm gonna be a little late, save a spot for me.
Well, then they should have known.
Yeah, then they should have saved a spot.
They should have, but... So I went against the guy who was late, who was running trap tricks.
That's why he was late.
He was busy
hearing
being in jail. Yeah.
He sat across from me. And he went, "Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to get set up. I have to put my deck together." And I'm like, "Are you for real?" And he takes his time putting his deck together. And we get to the round. I destroy him round 1. And then round 2 and 3, I bricked. I bricked so hard. I fucking was so angry. Because I was like, I could have outed all of this if I had a fucking hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that feels so fucking bad. And then the second game against a guy who's first time at this locals, who has been going to other locals playing this Monarch deck in 2024.
Okay.
Destroyed him round 1. And then round 2, he goes, "All right, I'm going to summon Majesty's Fiend. No monster effects can be activated."
Correct.
And I went, "Oh, I lose. That's my entire deck. I can't do a fucking thing." And we went to game 3 and I went first and I set up everything and I felt really good. And then he brought out the Majesty's Fiend and wiped my board. And I was like, well, I mean, I guess you got it. And he was like, "I need you to know this was my first win with this deck ever. I've used this deck so much at so many other places." He was like, "I feel so bad because I had to use a floodgate for it, but that's the game." And I was like, yeah, that's the game.
I've been seeing people who are like, "Oh, it feels bad to play these cards, so I always apologize." Like, fuck, just don't.
It's like, that's awesome.
Just don't apologize if you're gonna play the game that way. Which, if you're trying to win, obviously play the game the shittiest way that you can. That's the point. But don't apologize for it.
Like, again, nice guy, but I was just like, this is actually the worst. Losing to Monarch. Because he was like, "All right, I can just, no matter what you do, if not have Stormforth in my hand to tribute your monster, I can search for it and then do that to tribute your monster. So you have no follow-up, and then get out the thing that stops you from using monster effects." And I was like, "That's cool. See you later. I'm leaving."
Bye.
I was like, "Let me buy a box. All right, I'm out. See ya." But it was all worth it in the end.
Was it?
Because in my box, I pulled a QCR copy of the card I need, baby.
How much is it?
Let me look it up on CCG Player. Let me tell you, the non-QCR version, last I checked, it was $70 fucking.
Okay. I was gonna say, if this card is like $30 and you bought a box and got it, doesn't feel worth it. But this may be worth it.
Always worth.
Deception of the Sinful Spoils, QCR. Presale is $160.
How much is a box? $50?
85 for this one.
85? Oh my god. I would like to have a segue here real quick, just an aside.
Mm-hmm.
As god of card games, I fucking hate card games.
Same.
The fact that if you want to build a deck for any of the popular card games right now, it is over like $300 to $400.
Oh, it
should
sucks.
Get you jailed.
Yeah, it sucks a lot. We're like, "Oh, so with the rarity collection, you guys are going to start making it so the packs have all the cards at every rarity, right?" And they're like, "Money!
No. Why would we do that, stupid?
Money!"
Like, I've seen people who play this game for years saw the fucking rarity spoils, like, "Oh, this card's going to be this rarity, this set," and went like, "Well, I can't afford to play this format, so I'm out."
Again, I got very upset when they showed the Azamina cards, and I went, "Oh, thank God, they're all pretty low rarity. I don't have to worry too much about where's the one I need 3 copies of." And then they went, "Here's a separate tweet. It's a secret rare." And I was like, "I'm gonna fucking strangle it. I'm gonna Mimi edit this out. I'm gonna." I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. All right, I'm done. There we go.
It's gonna be a long bleep.
That's you could do a little funny cutaway where it plays like the funny elevator music that YouTubers play.
Sure. I also saw a tweet of, oh god, I wish I could remember what it was.
Oh.
But there was another YCS recently, and again, just attendance in the shitter. I don't know, like, I saw some comment about the last one excusing it a little bit because of conditions.
Oh, you're talking about the tweet that someone put a photo of, like, a mostly empty hall where there were, like, not that many people here?
Yeah.
That one was apparently, like, kind of clickbaity because it's like, oh, there's still, like, 400 people here. Like, the attendance isn't as bad as usual.
The one that was, like, today or yesterday? Okay, that's less bad, but Jesus
Yeah, they're like,
Christ.
there's still like 400 people here, you know, but when the games are going, this hall is pretty full. They just took a picture of it while no one was in here and was like, SMH, pushing my agenda of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dead.
I'm about to start pushing the agenda of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dead. I need it to die.
I mean, I saw a lot of like big Yu-Gi YouTubers being like, the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is digital because no one's gonna want to buy any fucking cards anymore.
Yeah, like, I literally only play Master Duel because there's no way in hell
It's like,
that I'm
oh,
spending this much money on
yeah,
this
it's like
fucking
the
game.
funny Master Duel meme. Someone actually put a good one where it's like, pay $150 or spend 30 UR points. Or 90 UR points to get Fuelos. I wonder which one I'd do.
Like, I don't know, man. I
Feels
need there
bad.
to be, like, I need there to be a crash in card games. Between the recent Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets and the recent Magic shit, I need, like, all of it to crash and burn.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we got to talk about Parkour Civilization. I know.
Gonna check out for the next half hour.
No one wants to talk about it. I know.
Now, I would do the vertical line.
You would do the 1-block vertical jump for the beef?
I would do the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Ooh, risky today. Better hope you don't end up in parkour hell. Yeah, so I don't know why this got popular all of a sudden. I think someone just like found it and put it on TikTok. And people were like, what is this brain rot shit?
I don't know, most brain rot shit's better than this, so...
Like, it's funny because I'm watching this and I'm like, I mean, it's fine. This isn't like the worst thing I've watched in my life. It has some funny moments, but a lot of the jokes in it are just... Guy says something overconfident. Main character does a 360 spin jump. Person goes, oh, what was that? Tries to jump and falls, and they play Vine Boom sound effect.
Oh my god.
But I was like,
Vine
I mean, I've definitely watched way worse than this. It's all right. It's like fine.
I would just like to reiterate that I have so little time in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have time for just fine anymore.
I mean, I guess that's
need to
fair.
be such dog shit that it's going to be hilarious to watch it, or just the best thing I've ever seen.
I just think it's so funny. Everyone's like, oh, all he does for like 2 hours is just constantly narrate the whole thing, and there's like not a break for anything to happen, and he just explains everything. And I'm like, I hate to tell you this, dog. That's kind of the YouTube meta.
YouTube.
That's kind of the current YouTube meta. Because people's attention
but you
spans
like
are...
it when H-Bomber Guy does it.
Yeah, it's like the people's attention spans are out the goddamn window. So it's like...
Usually when H-Bomber Guy does it, he's like saying something.
This guy's saying something too. He's talking about Parkour Civilization
Talking about
and how you have to...
the world would be different if it were all based on parkour.
It's true, thing would be different if different thing.
Exactly. I'm glad you agree and understand.
Game would go differently if other card!
So true.
But I've been using this rating of saying like fine for things.
Uh-huh.
It's like I have a new rating system now where it's like if something's dog shit, I'll just be like it's dog shit. It's dog water. It's bad.
Yeah.
If something's like all right,
fine.
if something's like a little above it, it's like this is garbage. And it's like almost good. It's like it's like fine.
Yeah. Like I think like fine is, you know, it's fine. It's not a bad thing.
Well, it's not
I'm
fine.
probably not gonna watch it.
It's not fine. It's like fine because it's almost bearable. But you watch it and you're like, that's a thing I watched. It's not something you would watch and recommend, you know?
I'm trying to think of the last thing I watched that I would recommend.
But I also watched Parkour Civilization 2!
If you're about to hype this up after... You know what? Just continue.
Oh, I thought it was like a series, like Parkour Civilization Episode 1, Parkour... No?
There is a thing like that, and then there's the movies, where he compiled all of those little, like,
movies?
10 movies, quote-unquote, where it's like
So
he compiles...
fuck yourself.
What I saw about this was, like, people were complaining, like Carl said, like, oh, there's a lot of narration, there's a lot of recap. And the explanation that I saw was like, well, that's because... it was originally lots of very short episodes.
Yeah, the quote-unquote movies are just compilations of the, like, 10 or so minute episodes put together.
So every 10 minutes there's a recap.
Yeah, it's the same way that a YouTuber would be like, here is our Let's Play the movie or something. It's just them slapping it all together into a long format video. And it's like, that's fine. I don't mind when people do anything like that. That's okay. And again, it kept me interested enough to watch it and be like, yeah, I mean, all right. Sure, all right. I don't even know what the fuck to say about this goddamn thing. I'll talk about one of my favorite parts was actually like, I don't know why it tickled my funny bone a little. And he's like, all right, I'm a parkour master now, and I have to do my job of going to check the animals on the farm. It's like the parkour masters can only eat animals that can parkour good enough. But I don't know how an animal's gonna do something like that. And then a cow walks out of the pen and just starts fucking booking it, hopping across these fucking blocks to the other side, and then just starts acting like a normal cow again. And he's like, what the what? Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then a chicken walks up and just goes right down the hole.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I was
this fits with the format you said earlier.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you know what? You got me there. That's a good one.
I can't eat that chicken.
He's like, oh,
Not good enough at parkour.
He's like, oh, some noob's gonna eat good tonight. You see,
without jumping one vertical block?
Well, no, you don't jump a vertical block for the chicken. You play it safe for the chicken. You jump a block ahead.
Without jumping one horizontal block?
And it's funny because I watched a pretty prolific Minecraft streamer watching through it, and he was just like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, a lot of these jumps here, I know you have to like build up to the big things, but some of these quote-unquote big jumps he's doing are kind of dog shit.
Yeah,
like that's not a good jump. Like he made some cool ones, but that one's not as good as this and stuff. Like that's fucking stupid.
I can't believe that they're power scaling the jumps.
Well, you know, you watch an actual like doing parkour in Minecraft video, you're like, oh wow, that's like a kind of impressive thing you did in this video game, where that's not really a focus of it.
Sure. I used to watch those like 12 years ago.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I guess quote unquote interesting things are being done with Minecraft still, I guess, if you can really call it that. So like, I don't know. It was okay. I think the memes are funny. I think it's funny that my dear friend Eri hates it so much.
I think they're right, and they should say it.
Because I'm like, you have been posting Hawk Tua memes and jokes for the last 2 goddamned months.
Okay, I would like to take back my statement. I think nothing they do is correct and valid.
So the fact that now there is something here that you hate as much as I hate that, it's like the roles have reversed, and I'm enjoying every fucking second of it. I'm reveling in this. All right, I'm gonna roll something into Medi's week here. Something both of us can talk about. You ready? You ready, Medi?
I don't know what are we?
Here comes
Medi,
the layup.
It's time for Cookie Run Kingdom news.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
Nick,
I got an image.
Nick, did you know there's a new Beast cookie released?
You know what the shitty part is?
What?
I do.
Yeah!
It's almost like we're in several servers together, and I occasionally talk about the things that interest me.
I was at work, opened my phone, and saw Medi and a couple of my other buddies talking about Cookie Run Kingdom, and I made the decision to turn off my phone and go back to work.
I spoiler tagged several things and was like, for Nick's comfort.
Yes.
No
so
comfort
that way
here.
you don't have to see me talking about Cookie Run.
No comfort here. Just hell for Nick.
Is not a safe space suddenly.
Yeah. So we got our new Beast cookie up there. It's a burning spice.
Spicy.
Oh, he's so cool. I love him.
And Nutmeg Tiger.
Yeah, his follower, Nutmeg Tiger, who, like, you know, I'm just saying.
Fuck that cookie.
God damn it.
I'm just saying.
Which unfortunately has left us with the unenviable situation of the cookie counter updating. But luckily we're terminally playing Cookie Run Kingdom, so it's done. We're done.
Oh god.
I immediately pulled Burning Spice.
So angry.
Immediately pulled him and was like, oh, well, I mean, I wasn't aiming for that, but sure. I mean, I'll gladly take that.
I pulled him, like, yesterday while I was at work, being angry that I didn't pull him yet. Drove me up a fucking wall.
Now, there was one cookie they showed in the story mode.
Uh-huh.
That made me go like, oh, yeah, hold on, guys. Hold on. We're cooking a little hard now. Cilantro Koba cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, mommy? Oh, what did the snake cussy do?
You know what? You know what I'll say? I saw some people in your comments about the tweet you made talking about cilantro cobra cookie going, I get it now. And you know what? You people are fake haters. I'm a real hater. It's in my blood. I hate this.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm just saying, the game's good, Nick.
Uh-huh.
I know what'll make you. I know what'll bring you to our side.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know what you'll like. You ready for this?
Sure, man.
I'll post this guy first because I think he's cool. Look at this cool little shimmy.
That is a pretty good shimmy. I can't hate the shimmy.
And now the pièce de résistance. You know. Look at this little guy.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
Look at him
You know what?
hopping.
This is worse than the shimmy.
What do you mean worse?
The shimmy rules.
I like his little hops.
It's fine.
He's so excited. You are like the anti-awesome.
Oh.
You can suck a dink, Nick.
Why?
I don't give a flip.
Tasty.
I guess.
So yeah, they updated the story mode for Beast East, and it was a cool update focusing on Golden Cheese, your favorite one,
Uh-huh.
and her smarmy vizier, smoked cheese
Yes.
cookie.
Smoked cheese cookie. Where-
Okay.
Man, why would you have, why would you hire Jafar, who explicitly says, yeah, I'm gonna Jafar at you?
And then he
'Cause
just
he's
farted
cool.
all over those guys.
He Jafar'd all over!
Are you telling me that you wouldn't trust a guy that looks like this? You're telling me you wouldn't trust him with your life?
I could, like, if you extrapolated this design into a humanoid character, see this man in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
Well, considering that Golden Cheese Cookie's entire thing is being vaguely Egyptian, to like an offensive level.
No, it's fine. I love the back and forths they have, because, like...
Oh, it's amazing. I told you to leave and look out for your own self-interest. I think I'm just so used to defying your orders by now.
When he
I'm
looks
sorry,
at...
is there cookie yaoi going on in this game right now?
No, Golden Cheese is a female.
Unfortunately, it's
Oh,
Cookie
okay.
straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just very funny when they're like shit-talking burning spice, and he's just like, oh no, your majesty, you're giving him a little too much credit, He's more like a fucking sore
The
loser.
sore loser Cookie. Oh, you're right.
Oh, God.
It's like, dude, he's so funny. The dynamic
Guys-
these two idiots have is like the best.
Guys, this might suck.
Why?
No, it's awesome. Listen, Nick, this dumb bitch going, my smarmy vizier who I trust with my life, the beautiful servant of mine, and he's like, I will literally kill you the second I get
two
the
separate
chance.
fires.
I literally have tried to kill you before and will again. And she's like, oh, you're so funny, my smarmy vizier.
And then the second someone else tries to kill her, he's like, no, that's my fucking job. How dare you?
He's like, back the fuck up.
Okay.
I love them. It's a good dynamic.
I'm uncomfortable with the amount of times we've said smarmy this episode.
Oh, it's her smarmy vizier. You cannot trust him. Except you
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
You can always trust a dishonest person to be dishonest.
I've
The
also-
honest people.
I've also seen one of the worst things that I ever could have in this game, and it was when I finally got to upgrade my my Stormbringer cookie to Ascension level, and they went, "Here is an $80 pack."
Yeah. You
Here's
can get everything in Cookie Run for free. You can.
You can.
It's just...
They just went, "Hey, do you want this $80 pack that gives you next to nothing?" And I went, "Eat shit and die."
Do you want to spend a bunch of money to make it faster?
Generally speaking, not really.
It's not even that fast. It gets you to Ascension level 1 and gives you 6,000 crystals. That's nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is... Sometimes they'll give you good deals where they're like, here's like 2,000 gems and 5,000 of this thing and 3,000 of this thing for like $3. And you're like, I'll spend $3 for that. And then they do shit like this. And I'm like, fucking die. Never speak to me again.
Well, they're trying to see if they can get you.
They haven't.
Literally.
They got me maybe once on a big deal. And it's because they went, do you want a new train station that's got your favorite little Scrimblow in it? And I went, I do like the little Scrimblow.
My stupid train daughter.
She's very funny and stupid.
She hates her job, even though she has the best job on Cookie World.
All right, and now here is where we do the ad break.
We do ads?
Okay.
We have an ad?
Hey, Nick.
Yeah?
Are you ready for our ad break? You sounded very excited about it.
You know what? Sure.
What are we doing an ad for? Is it away?
What?
What?
Is it Athletic Greens by AG1? What's the ad?
No, it is us thanking our patrons.
Oh, that's like a Patreon break, not an ad break.
We also have an ad read. We do.
I mean, technically.
It's not really an ad if it's an ad for one of our specific products.
Sure it is.
Anyway, Hey everyone, what's up? It's the quote unquote ad point. Hey, if you like the podcast, you want to keep up to date with it, follow us on Twitter at DipShipsPod or Blue Sky, dipships.boats. Each of us individually at The Calamity Carl, at Metorman, and at Echo Fetish, EKKO_fetish.
Like
Yay.
the League of Legends character.
You know,
And GFPPM. I can't forget PM.
the world has.
I almost did.
PM has.
I checked my Twitter DMs for the first time in a while yesterday, and saw that I have multiple DMs in like the possible spam section, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I clicked it out of morbid curiosity, expecting porn bots.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a couple people who were like, "Hey, are you the guy from DipShips?"
Nah.
Awesome.
And I was like, "Oh, I maybe should have checked this."
Never mind that on your profile banner says like Nick from DipShips.
It does say navigator of DipShips.
And then in parentheses the legitimate boating podcast.
If any of you out there have any questions you want to ask us, any topics you want us to talk about, send them to questions@dipships.boats, or again, send them to us on Twitter. If you'd like to support us directly financially, you can do so by going to patreon.com/dipshipspod. Become a patron at whatever tier. You get different little benefits. You know, $1, you get to listen to each episode a day early. For $5, you get to watch them a day early, and a bunch of other things that we do a day early. And $10, we get to read your name out here out loud for everyone to enjoy.
Like Bill Billerson.
That's not a real one.
It could be.
It could be, yeah. Why not?
I mean, I don't see it on here, so there's no Bill Billerson.
All right, well, someone send that man a letter.
Well,
Tell him
yeah.
to get on it.
Tell
killed
Bill
him.
Billerson to get the fuck over here. Like, what?
And of course, I'd like to thank our $10 and above patrons by shouting out their names here. As always, starting off with Alatos Diogenes, Ali Bear, Breakdown 707, Cold Skin Gamer, Dr. Perpaka, the Purple Paka, Frost Samurai, Gun, Gomer, Chris Derp, Lordy Fars, Mr. I Like Spam, Vampire Sniper, and Draconic Pirate Fights Caboose. I don't know who Caboose is, but they beat him up, I guess.
Like the red versus blue character?
I have no
That's
idea.
my guess.
Vine Ultimax, Yellow Yondello, Zombie Slayer 051, and our $20 patron, Mr. Collector. Thank you for all the support. It means a lot to us. And if you want to support us and get something out of it, you can get yourself some merch by going to streamlabs.com/thecalamitycoral/merch. Get a shirt, get a bucket hat, get a the duck mug, get a duck beanie. We got beanies.
A Dini.
Got a lot of things there. You can check out and get. But if you can't financially support us, remember that just rating the podcast 5 stars, liking the video, leaving a comment, all that stuff does help us out. We have comments from Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Wobkey says on episode 26 of NT-sized Q&A, my favorite episode. And then says on episode 29, the episode 30 spectacular, this is one of my favorite episodes of the podcast. So which one is it?
Well, one of them was the definitive favorite, and one of them was one of the favorites.
A favorite versus the favorite, you know?
This just feels like a skill issue on your part for not being able to differentiate the two.
We have comments on episode 109. One of them's a question. I'll save that one for later. Okay. Another one is a question from Robert Void asking, when is PM coming back? I miss him. We do too. We wish we could tell you. We have an update later. Boy. And Josh says, if you go on YouTube, there's a channel called Be Amazed, and they have a video of boat facts.
Yay!
Yeah, but that's not as
screenshot that one.
You should censor that in the podcast recording. And
no, we do it all ourselves because we're great.
No one listens to the ad break. Everyone skips it except for True Storm.
Oh.
Second shout out for True Storm.
Let's go. Thank you all for everything. We love you all. And of course, we also have to thank a couple other people here, like Vidazen at _VIDAZEN_ for our intro song Starbird and additional music, Appetite Delight, Ride of the Wave, Seaside, Time to Duel, and Fire Within.
Don't want to forget this part this week.
Yeah, definitely don't. And of course, Shibuya Gato and Shora at Shora_art for our art assets. Shibuya did the logo, Shora did the thumbnail art, and they both did wonderful work. And of course, we'd be remiss not to mention our editors like we did last time. At Mimicry, MIMICKRII, and of course G, amazing GGG guy. Mimi's been doing the podcast. G's been doing PMVA and Party Boat and a bunch of other things. They've both been doing great. I almost threw up.
That's great. That's really that's encouraging.
Forget that we're also available on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, and of course the video version on YouTube. We don't know where you're listening, but we know where you're watching.
That's the creepiest way you could have said it.
He says it that way every time.
I know, and yet.
And that's that. This is my boat. You cannot be here.
Okay. I think he's gone. Listen, I don't have much time. I need to tell you that if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, then you can go right now and listen to the Millennium Microphone podcast. Every 2 weeks, we put out episodes going back through the anime, and we've already covered all of Original Duel Monsters and Season 0. Right now, we're in the middle of GX, we record live, and we let our audience vote on every single episode's thumbnail. So, if you're interested, keep an eye out for that.
Hey, is that Shibuya Gato from the Millennium Microphone?
Dude, shut up! Shut up right now, he's gonna hear you!
Did you know that Millennium Mic is available on YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music?
Dude, are you trying to tell them I'm here or steal my ad read?
And features hosts like Shibuya Gato, Shora, Calamity Carl, BioRoxas, and KZ Excellent.
What the fuck are you doing on my boat?
Fuck. No, I gotta go. Go listen to Millennium Microphone.
That's that bit. We did it. Good job.
Yay!
Look at all we've done here.
Yay!
Isn't it great?
We do good work.
Do we?
Well, I do.
We're about to. Right after we get back in the episode, after the Mill Mic ad. And then that happens, and then we go back, and then we go, wow, that was really cool, wasn't it?
I should check out
I can't believe
Bill Mike.
Shibuya shed all that stuff.
I can kind of believe it. He's a little, he can be a little.
I'm trying to think of, like, what were those things from Abe's World called?
What?
I don't remember.
Abe's World?
I know what you're talking about when you say
you
Abe's
know,
World.
the little guys, and they do the funny prayer, and then they put the hand on the moon.
I don't remember what they're called.
How am I supposed to imply Shibuya's racist against a fantasy thing if I don't know what it's called?
The Madokins in Abe's Odyssey?
Yes, thank you!
Abe's World?
Party time, excellent. I don't see the problem.
Actually, before the ad break, we forgot to mention something here, which was that we do actually have a PM update.
Oh,
A
yes.
update, if you will.
At the end of the last episode, right when we ended, PM posted a poster in the chat that just says, the pee-pee poo-poo man.
Yes, my one of my favorite movies on Netflix.
So PM is alive. He said he's working on coming back. We miss him so dearly.
One day he'll catch up to the boat.
One day he'll catch up. You can still see him off in the distance, but it's like
smaller
tiny.
and
It's like
smaller
an
every
ant.
day.
Yeah. Well, Mehdi, how was your time?
Well, you know.
Awful, thank you for asking.
work exists.
It does.
It do.
Yeah. I think I said it last time. I played a lot of Satisfactory. You know the Funny Factory game, but the 3D one, not the 2D one.
Yeah.
Fun.
Good.
I finally finished fixing up my fucking shitty VTuber model that I'm never gonna use because I never stream. What else did I talk about the panties last time?
I don't think so.
When was the last time we recorded?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was definitely. I think that is a new note that you did not get to.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. All right. So there's a couple rules, right?
Uh-huh.
For working for a mega corporation.
Uh-huh.
Rule number 1 is if you see someone stealing, no the fuck you don't.
Yeah.
Unless they're being a particularly huge asshole for no reason, you see nothing. Right? So, you know, I'm waiting for my boss to get back to me while I'm looking for a specific bra that we do not have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was a stupid obscure size. The website said we had one, so I have to sit there and wait for my boss to say, no, you can hit not found, it's okay. And I'm sitting there waiting, and this woman walks up to the wall of underpants. The wall of panties. And she picks up a pack of panties, and looks around, and puts it back on the wall. Then she picks up another pair of panties, starts to open the box, looks around, and puts it back on the wall. I'm not the only employee in the area at this point. There's like 4 employees within eyeshot of this woman. But if she were to merely go around the corner of the wall, on the other side of it, there's no employee in that section right now. I know there for a fact, right?
Yeah.
And she is, like, repeatedly picking up packs of panties, going to open it and, like, reaching to take one, looking around, seeing an employee and putting it back every single time. And it's like, ma'am, just take it to the bathroom or something. Go around the corner. Steal one. If you need one pair of underpants that bad, just take it. It's okay. I guarantee you none of the 4 people watching you right now care. And if I was the only employee, I would leave so you could steal here without... But, like, you can also move. I can see that I'm going to have to teach you how to shoplift. Like...
Did you kill her?
Why would I kill her?
She's trying to steal from your store.
Not my store. I'm not Sam G. Walton.
God.
That's the store you work in. You have to take pride in that.
I don't know.
And if it were a small business like the liquor stores I used to work at, yeah, fuck you. Like, we all trying to get by here, and this is a luxury item.
You know what? It sounds to me like you're not
This
being
woman's
a team
trying
player.
to steal one piece of undie pants.
One
Oh
piece!
my God.
And no, I'm never a team player. It's a fucking Walmart.
Betty, I think we have to kill him.
Yeah.
Who?
I did find my old master sword the other
Nice.
day. Not the metal one, but the wooden one.
That
That night
works.
the internet went out, and I had to venture beyond the TV into the dark area where all the spiders live to reset the router.
All the spiders are like, no, we're home.
So I could kill you with that. That'd be fun.
It's wood.
You saying
Yeah.
you can't beat someone to death with wood?
Yeah.
That's true. I'm built different, though. I've been min-maxing blunt damage.
Oh my God.
Pretty sure I already talked about how cute Astrobot is. Like
Good game.
previously.
I saw the ending. It's good.
Yeah, cute, good game. Love it a lot.
Gotta get all the trophies.
I'm a decent chunk of the way there, I think, actually. I think I'm
Well, I
only
meant
just, like,
myself, but yeah,
2.
also, like,
Oh,
there's a couple that's like, you just gotta do them in the main hub, and you don't know which ones they are.
yeah. Or like literally a minute or 2 ago, I found one by repeatedly slapping Kiryu in the face.
Yeah. I was
And
like,
it's
oh,
like-
I wonder how many things can fly out of them, and then after a while, they were like, achievement, and I went, oh, okay.
Yeah, deep-pocketed Yakuza or something, and I'm like, oh, it's because he's always carrying around all this fucking shit. Me too, buddy.
True. That's why I always wear cargo shorts. And carry all of my various collectibles. Power-ups.
Right? Trying to think of anything else noteworthy that happened, but I don't really got nothing.
Fair enough.
Want to talk about how your car is broken into?
broken in two.
By me. Just runs downstairs with a baseball bat.
I was gonna be like, do you know something? I don't. Has something happened to my car while I wasn't looking literally today?
No,
Like
your car's
literally
fine.
right now?
Don't worry, I check the cars every time I go out there. Your car is beautiful. Well, as beautiful as your broken piece of shit can be, you know? The poor thing.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
newer than yours, but yeah.
Jesus
That's the thing. That's the thing that makes me sad. It's like, your car is newer than mine and somehow runs worse?
No, it runs fine. The problem is it's like, you know...
Falling apart for some reason. Fucked
Well,
up
right
in some
now,
way.
the problem is that there's a nail in the tire, and this is like the 5th fucking tire,
Yeah.
and I refuse. This is like the 5th fucking tire replacement I've had to do since I fucking moved in here, and nuh-uh.
I mean, you can just get someone to plug it up. I told you about the little place that's like up the street down over there that you just hand them like $10 and they do it.
Yeah. But again, this is like the 5th fucking time.
Oh, no, yeah, it's fucking aggravating. That happened to me after getting brand new tires on my car from my stepdad. And I pulled up and I stared at my fucking brand new tire and saw a nail and went, are you fucking kidding me? Love it. It's so cool.
Is it in bad taste to talk about our landlady?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Nah. Nah, it is kind of bad taste.
Yeah, I think it's only bad taste if they died.
She might be.
Yeah, it's...
Well, alright, then maybe.
It's like, oh, things aren't looking too hot.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
It's a rough one.
Like, not for us, but, you know.
Yeah. A little for us.
But, yeah, because it's like, we can't exactly ask, hey, what happens?
I mean, that question needs to be asked eventually.
Yeah. It's just like, it feels bad to ask that, you know?
Oh, I definitely know.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys want some questions?
Hell yeah.
I would love some questions.
Give me boat questions about boats.
I said all the questions things in the ad break. Fuck you.
What?
You know where to go. Questions at dipships.boats.
Yeah, right. No, you're
Dipships
right.
Pod on Twitter.
Again, just put it in a bottle and chuck it out at sea and it'll get to me. I swear.
Gaming with
Or PM,
Kittens.
one of
Gaming
us.
with Kittens asks us on Spotify. Question for the crew. What has been the most memorable boat fact and favorite or least favorite boat fact?
I think my least favorite boat facts are the ones that aren't boat facts.
I mean, yeah, that's a big mood.
I think the most memorable for me is when Jordan was on and eventually just started making up boat facts, and then at the end of an episode revealed that the last couple weeks he'd just been making them up. And I was like, you fucking dildois. It was a good bit.
My favorite boat fact is still the one where I have a boat fact and talked about the Moreau Castle for like 10 minutes.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
My favorite boat fact is that they used a government-funded submarine to get video recordings of the imploded submarine.
Yeah, buddy.
My favorite boat fact.
It just feels like insult to injury.
I think my favorite boat fact has to do with the Christmas tree boat. Everyone got really sad about it. It was awesome. They died.
Yeah.
And it's your fault, Nick.
You know what?
You could have saved them.
Good.
Most things are my fault, so
Yeah,
I'm glad it's
hardcore.
Nick this time.
Servant of Thorns asks us, what's everyone's favorite kind of popcorn?
Corn flavor.
Popcorn does have flavors.
I just like some regular-ass movie theater popcorn. Nothing hits more than going to a
Here's-
theater, getting
Then
some popcorn.
fake butter. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
my secret, Captain. I fucking hate popcorn.
You keep saying that you like fun, Nick, but I don't think you do.
I think that popcorn tastes fine, but I'm also autistic, and I don't like what it does to my mouth.
Understandable. Have a great day.
You can only use autism for an excuse so many times before
I
I just say you're an
can't.
asshole.
It affects my
Two
whole
things
life.
can be true, in fact.
Before I just go, man, Nick, I think you just don't like things. And then you go,
It's
yes.
true. There's
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of things I don't like. Some
Upsetting.
stuff just sucks.
I think you should just like more things.
I think you should shut the hell up.
I think you should just simply tell the autism, no, thank you. None for me today. That's how it works, right? That's what the
If it
mental
were
health
only
gurus
that
always say.
easy.
You wake up and you go,
I think you should just be
no,
brought out
thanks."
into the woods and hike an Appalachian trail with no water.
I would love to.
Beautiful Appalachia, where nothing bad ever happens.
Certainly no kids die.
I'll fix that.
What? Justice Zag asks, if you were to become sponsored or affiliated with an energy drink brand like many other content creators, what would your custom flavor taste like, and what would you name it?
I don't think I've ever had an energy drink in my life.
You are a sad, strange little man.
I feel like we've had long discussions on Red Bull and Monster,
No, I've
so I think you're lying.
definitely never had Red Bull.
Maybe in college and you forgot.
No.
Well, I mean, you're a liar.
Did do a
then.
lot of drugs in college.
A lot of jokes. Won't eat popcorn. Fucks with crystal meth.
True.
It's like popcorn if you could smoke it.
That would solve the mouthfeel issue.
I mean, what
what
sucks
is
is I can't even say titty milk because that's already a flavor that exists with gamer subs.
What do most energy drinks taste like?
Bad.
They usually taste like turmeric.
Sure.
Is that the
I
right
guess
one?
you
What am I
can have too much Carabao.
Is turmeric the one I'm thinking of? What am I thinking of?
The flavor I choose will be good in that case.
I think I'm thinking of the entirely wrong thing. I am.
You are.
What is the ingredient that goes in energy drinks that I believe starts with a T?
Titty milk?
Yes.
Taurine.
Taurine. That's the one. Turmeric's just fun to say.
Pretty sure turmeric's like a spice.
It is a spice.
I guess you could put it in an energy drink, but like
All right, well, clearly mine's got to be like Brog saliva, right?
yours has to be turmeric.
I'm sorry?
It's got to be Brog saliva.
I
Does
guess
it have
you could
to?
just call it bread.
I could call it bread, but I'm not going to make it taste like bread because then that's just kind of like beer.
Make it taste
Will
like
make it
PB&J.
taste like saliva.
It's not going to taste like saliva, idiot. It's going to taste like raspberry or something.
I
Or like cherry.
Make it like a PB&J. Bread.
I really like the flavors of cherry and blue raspberry mixed together, so it would probably be flavored like that.
So you like Urple?
Yes. Purple good.
That's
Tasty,
respectable.
yum.
Yeah, no, that's the best thing you've said all night.
You ever just take a slushie at 7-Eleven, you just like mix the red and the blue together?
No.
You should do that. It's really good. If you like those two flavors. I don't know. You hate everything, so
I do like those two flavors.
excellent. You should try it out.
I like mixing everything in the machine.
I
Do
used
just
to do
a
that as well.
slurry of sugar.
And I would like to be with a respectable company like G Fuel. G Fuel, please sponsor us. G Fuel, please reach out to us, please.
G Fuel or what's the other one? That's fine too.
We bought your Gamer Subs. Gamer Subs is fine, but I
Yeah,
mean,
both of them. Come on.
they got flavors that are like nuclear potato fart or some stupid shit. It's like
What?
One of my coworkers keeps asking me if I'm drinking titty milk or Grandpa's Ashes,
Grandpa's Ashes is a very funny one though.
and I'm like, that's also a very good name, but it's always titty milk, man. I'm not spending another $80 on this shit if I have flavors.
If I remember right, Grandpa's Ashes is like black cherry and it's just like pitch black. It's awesome.
I
I
mean,
would love that.
damn, that sounds great actually, because I like cherry.
It's really cool. Chaos Bug asks, if you were given the power to delete one Yu-Gi-Oh archetype from existence, which one would you choose?
See, the problem with answering trap tricks immediately is that pedophiles will just go to a different archetype. So,
That is true. They would go to Sky Striker, by the way. But I would like...
but that's where they used to be.
They're already there.
Yeah. I want to get rid of Labyrinth.
That's fair. I can respect that.
The waifus can go to another deck.
I'm trying to think of what deck I like really fucking hate. Because there's a couple where I'm like, oh brother.
Normal summon Samsara D Lotus.
But I don't hate Yubel. I like Yubel, and I'm glad that it's top tier because Yubel's cool.
Yubel is cool.
But also, I hate it.
Yeah,
Just
it
not
sucks.
enough to be like, goodbye forever.
Every time I'm like, ugh, but I do play.
Flu's kind of annoying, but it's not that annoying.
Yeah. After their peak, I don't think I've dropped many games to Flu.
Full power cash, maybe? Or branded. Honestly, fuck branded.
Yeah, fuck you, Fallen of Albaz.
Fuck you and your boyfriends. I already have Libromancers. They're the cooler gays.
That is true, actually.
Heated passion between men. Yes, please. Medi, what about you?
With your intricate knowledge of modern-day Yu-Gi-Oh!, what archetype would you remove?
With all of the knowledge you have.
I would remove everything after level monsters. Return the game to Monkey.
I'm sorry, you mean level monsters as in
As in the
the
LVs.
Silent Swordsman level
Yeah.
4?
As
Yeah.
in Jaden Yuki.
Okay. So that was after the level monster.
GX fucking sucks so much as an era.
I need to be clear, by the way, that if you reverted Yu-Gi-Oh to this state, nobody would fucking play it.
Yeah, and? You say that, but people still play White Schwartz.
That is true.
That's surprising to me, actually. Wobkey asks, if you were isekai'd into the Pokemon world, what trainer type would you be and what Pokemon would be your partner?
Oh, no.
I believe by trainer type, they mean like Hex Maniac and Adventurer, Rock Climber, whatever the fuck things they have as titles.
Pretty much.
I would be a youngster because shorts are comfy and easy to wear.
Damn you.
Or whatever the fuck he
Damn
says.
you, you chose the easiest one with the
I
rat.
did. And my partner would obviously be Kulava because they are my best friend and boy.
Breeder. I want to take care of baby Pokemon. They're very
I'm
cute.
so fucking mad at you.
Baby Pokemon are very cute, and you hatch a little egg, and you're like, oh, there's a little Cluffa, and then you grab it by the face and slam it against a wall.
I'm going to walk into your guys' home one day, and Carl's going to just be sitting on a pokey egg and make direct eye contact with me as I open the door, and I'm just gonna have to walk backwards out of the room and shut it and never fucking come back.
Just stare at me and I'll go, it is exactly what it looks like.
I mean, the good news is that you are coming to New York next week. So you
I
can do that.
am coming to New York.
The week that we're not gonna be in oh no, next week, not this week coming up, right?
I'm going the week of the 17th.
Okay, yeah, no, then we'll be here. Funny. Which Pokemon would be your partner?
Sonic.
What?
That was part of the question. Which Pokemon would be your partner?
I said Quilava.
I said Quilava.
Oh, you said Quilava. I'm sorry, I missed the Quilava part.
I'm the one who
my
didn't say a Pokemon.
fuck.
I was too busy thinking about eggs.
Also, you didn't say a Pokemon either.
I would either be a shiny Ribombee or a Delmise or Phalanx. Those are like my top 3.
I think it would be fun if you were like hunted for sport.
Why? What's wrong with my Pokemon?
No, nothing with the Pokemon.
Oh, okay. What of you, Metor?
Uh,
You won't be a Hex Maniac, don't you?
I mean, damn, who doesn't want to be a Hex Maniac?
So
Yeah,
true.
that's true. It's real true.
But then I'd have to have a ghost Pokemon.
Do you not like ghost Pokemon?
I do, it's just like,
Making it your whole thing is like...
yeah, making the whole thing. Then you have to choose, well, actually, no, never mind, there's one ghost Pokemon that's the correct answer.
Yeah,
Boo Boo Keys.
of course. Rubikies isn't a ghost.
Are they not? Oh wait, they're a fairy, right?
Yeah, it's Steel Fairy.
Boo Boo Keys. I still choose Boo Boo Keys.
That's fair, yeah. It's understandable. I like the funny keys.
Anytime someone starts fucking spacing out in the middle of your battle, you just jingle them. It's like, hey, asshole! Chicka, 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 chicka.
hey!
We're
doing
battling
battle.
here.
Oh, right. Sorry. I forgot. Because
like
I
a
can't
fucking-
hit you with any of my normal type attacks.
It's like me, a fucking 40-year-old man, just like... And you're like, wow, I wish I could kill you on sight, actually. Genuinely wish I could stab you through the heart with one of these keys.
Boo Boo Keys hyper beam this man.
Dual Tainer Neon asks us, what's a piece of media that you've seen in the past that still scares you or makes you feel uneasy to this day?
This. I mean, we're all gonna get this when I say it, but the Return the Slab episode of Courage
Yes,
the Cowardly
yup.
Dogs.
Mine
Suffer my
immediately
curse,
went
yeah.
there. Immediately went there.
That
So
shit
I
was not
actually have,
okay to
like-
show children.
I actually have a very non-standard answer for what, like, a traumatic piece of media was for me.
Okay.
The movie AI, The Artificial Intelligence,
Okay.
about the kid robot where the parents, like, their kid is dying, so they get a robot made exactly to look like their kid to replace their dying kid.
Jesus
But
Christ.
then the kid gets better, and, you know, the robot's, like,
Oh.
basically an abandoned second child.
Great.
Anyway, bits of it really related to me as, like, a heavily autistic person.
God, that's fair.
I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
There was a short on Nickelodeon eons ago
Uh-huh.
when we were but little lads called Attack of the Giant Vulture.
Oh, Okay.
No, I don't know that one.
I don't remember this.
It has stuck. Here's an image of the vulture. It has stuck in
How
my
big is it?
mind for fucking years. It is just a man, a fully grown man in this vulture puppet costume.
Oh,
Here's the
course.
short.
okay, like Big Bird, but on crack cocaine.
It
Yeah,
scared
all right.
the shit out of me as a kid. Because it's just this
Oh
vulture
my
chasing around
God.
2 kids going, I'm gonna eat you up. And I recently rewatched it. Like, I found it and was like, holy shit, it exists and I didn't make it up. And
This
was like,
wasn't a hallucination.
yeah, and I was like,
It,
oh.
it was not a Candlelight Cove scenario.
And it's like, oh, as it turns out, this is dog shit. Because you're your child and you're just afraid of everything. Otherwise, it's child's play.
Like the Chucky movie?
yeah.
The first one?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's
I-
fair.
For some reason, I was confusing Child's Play, the Chucky movie, with the Goosebumps thing about the puppet.
No, not Night of the
No,
Living
that
Dummy.
one's for PM.
Yeah,
He's
that
also,
also
right.
traumatized me.
The Slappy scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Sloppy's fucking horrifying. I had a nightmare one time that was like multiple nightmares in a row of like me hiding from Slappy and being found by him.
Yeah, that's it for you. You're dead.
And him like trying to stab me with a real knife. It sucked. But yeah, I was little and walked into my dad watching Child's Play and I was like, hey dad, what you watching? And Chucky popped up behind like a couch or something with a knife and I went, I'm leaving. And I walked out of the room.
I've been scared of dolls ever since.
Yeah. You know, my cousins had a Chucky doll in their closet for a while and I was like, oh, I hate that. That sucks seeing that since you leave this closet door open all the time.
You get real close. Oh, please don't be alive. And he's like, okay, I
No
won't.
promises.
Yeah, okay, I won't. Oh, we should have talked about Amazing Digital Circus episode 3.
I haven't seen it yet,
That's why
actually.
I'm
You,
not.
you gotta go watch it after this. It's
I know
so
I
good.
gotta.
It is so good.
I saw the image of Kinger with a shotgun and I was like, oh, this episode's gonna be fucking peak no matter
I
what.
need you to know,
Alright,
I watched a reaction to it, and I'm not going to say much about it, but in the first 10 seconds of the video, they go, Gummy Goo is still dead, 0 out of 10. And then it hard cuts to Kinger with a shotgun to the Disturbed sound, you know the one.
Yeah.
And he's like, fucking never mind!
All right, let's do one more question here.
Okay. I honestly forgot we were doing, like, a recording. I was just fucking talking
You
about
were just
Goosebumps.
vibing?
Hell yeah.
All right, but that's the best kind of podcast, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why we do a friends talking about nothing podcast.
Exactly.
Instead of like, you know.
Instead of like a news podcast, you got to keep up with things and do
Oh,
all this
could you
work.
imagine?
Sucks.
So yeah, about
It's-
JD Vance.
It sucks. I liked doing Triple Axis podcast, which was named after the controller and not the Third Reich. And boy, let me tell you, it sucked doing news for that so much sometimes.
I bet.
Anyway, this question is from Chris Tweets, and they ask us, Yu-Gi-Oh is expensive. Would you
Yeah.
consider playing any other card game like Digimon?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course,
Full
yeah.
stop. I
Straight up.
have
Digimon's
considered
a good
playing
game.
Digimon a lot. I recently found out that it kind of suffers from a similar problem for the extremely top tier decks. Also in the couple hundreds of dollars, but they're like more outliers. So I'm sure it'll get to the point eventually that Yu-Gi-Oh's at where everything's expensive and it sucks, but like
Unless they start reprinting.
Yeah, Nick, you want to play Illustrals?
Sure, man. Like the whole thing I was just about to say is like I love like card games. It doesn't have to be Yu-Gi-Oh. I love trying out other card games and seeing if they're fun. And like
no
I
other
like
card
most
game
of
is
them.
like Yu-Gi-Oh though.
They're not. But like I still enjoy them.
Yeah.
The problem for card games that like aren't Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic is finding people to play with.
And like the price of the decks.
Yeah, but like outside of Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic, the decks for
But you don't
most of
gotta
these
worry
other
about
card
that
games.
in Commander format anymore because they killed all of our assets, dude. We were building up our
it's
portfolio
so
with our
fucking
assets.
funny to me.
It's so funny. Oh,
The way I
they banned
learned
all
to
the-
play Magic was Commander format.
Yeah.
So, like, hearing people talk about Commander format like it matters is very funny. Because for a hot minute there, Commander format was like what's worse than a redheaded stepchild?
Oh, well, now it's
I don't
official
know.
because they sold
Like
it off to
the-
Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah,
The
they
in
passed-
the basement child locked
Right.
up from 2 marriages ago.
You see, Maddie, everyone was threatened who made Commander format with death threats.
Yeah,
so they
there
went,
was
all right, Wizards of the Coast can take over our format now. And Wizards of the
Yeah.
Coast went, you can trust us with this. We'll be
was
more
like,
than
I mean,
happy
they're
to
Wizards
take
of the
it.
Coast, so
Yeah, it was like this intermediary between Wizards and the players that were supposed to be like, hey, we'll help communicate to Wizards what makes the format work and stuff, and then we can give you guys like advance notice of changes that are going to happen. And then this big wave of bans happened out of nowhere, and everyone talked shit at them way too hard and threatened them, and they were like, yeah, we like playing card games, and this was kind of bullshit, so it's Wizards' problem now.
Yeah.
It's the funniest outcome for me personally as an outsider to watch this format die because of their own hubris.
You fellas
Yeah,
want a
like-
boat fact?
Wait,
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were going to keep... I didn't know
no,
you still had...
it's okay.
I didn't mean
I
to
was
cut
just
you
gonna,
off.
I was just gonna say, like, I've played at this point, like, obviously Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, but like, I play and enjoy Vanguard. I like Digimon. The One Piece card game is fine. I just don't play it.
I still got to get back into Digimon. We should play more Digimon now that they have a digital simulator.
Hell yeah.
they have an official one now.
Yeah.
No, oh,
Not
they do
official,
now?
but
Okay, I was gonna say they don't have an official one.
I don't think it's official, at least.
There's Lestrals, that seems fun. I would play it. I played the fucking Dragon Ball Fusion World card game. They're
Ugh.
coming out with a Gundam card game, and it looks like it
That
plays
looks
like
cool.
One Piece, and I'm just gonna play it
Isn't there already like a card that's like way too much money?
Probably.
in the Gundam game.
Yeah. Didn't
Probably.
like the Hero Yui card pre-order go for like $1 billion or some
I
shit?
genuinely have no idea.
It's a card
But-
that just has a picture of Char's asshole on it.
Oh no, that's Pregnant Char.
Oh,
Whoever made that card fucked up perspective really bad, so Char's holding the helmet in front of his chest, but it just looks like he's pregnant.
that rules.
It's like one of the baby bump photos, but it's Char.
Literally,
and then
yes.
Lala with the hand on the shoulder,
Yeah.
like I did that.
Like there are so
I'm
many
like a
fun-
mother to him, you know?
I played fucking Star Wars Destinies.
Ugh.
There are so many fun card games or adjacent card games that I would play all the time, but cost investment and finding people to play with kills so many of these games.
Yeah. You guys want a boat fact?
I would love a boat fact.
This one comes from Gwendol, who DM'd me one day, and I looked at it and went, this is our next fact, and I hate it.
Okay.
So, in the year 2000,
Uh-huh.
a shipping container full of doll heads,
I know this one.
believed to be over 1,000 of Tommy Pickles from the Rugrats, fell off a cargo ship and into the Pacific Ocean. The last one known to be found was from 2018. It's possible there are more to be found.
Oh my
Here
god.
is an image of the one that was found.
That is horrifying.
Yeah.
It is a nightmare.
It's fucking oh my god, this is out of fucking Dead Space.
It
A
is
little bit.
fucking scary, dude. Barnacles fucking suck.
Can I embiggen this? It's not high enough res. What the fuck are those made of?
Embiggen this?
Like, I can't in my brain picture the texture of these crystals.
I'm assuming that they're not crystals, that they're like
Right?
barnacles.
That's my
Yeah.
thought, right?
Yeah, they've got to be barnacles.
Yeah, the
Otherwise, I don't know what
barnacles
the
are
fuck
like
they are.
oysters.
Maybe.
Truly horrific in every way imaginable.
Really fucking sucks, dude. It's awful.
Funny.
Someone in the comments said that it reminded them of the beach where Garfield phones keep washing up.
There's also a Lego beach.
I would like Lego Beach, though. Lego Beach rules. Thank you all for listening to this episode of DipShips. We hope you all enjoyed it. Just get yourself some merch at streamlabs.com/thecalamitycrawl/merch. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/dipshipspod. Follow us on Twitter and stuff. DipShipsPod.
Oh, yeah.
You can find us. It's easy. Hope you enjoy everything. We love you all. If you can't financially support us, remember that podcasting gets swim based on word of mouth. So just share the podcast around with anyone who you think would enjoy it.
And if
Or
you
people
know
you
anyone,
think wouldn't.
if you know
Negative
anyone,
engagement is still engagement.
you know,
Show it to your worst enemy.
please.
What were you gonna say, Nick?
If you know anyone who possesses an eldritch horror Tommy Pickles head,
Send it to us.
please direct them towards this podcast. We have an offer to make.
I would like to own it.
No.
I will,
No.
I will keep it in a fishbowl.
No. 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 No.
And people will come by and go, "What the fuck is that?" And I'll go, "That is my precious child."
No.
For I am the Rugrats guy.
No.
Hey, look, I made some pretty banger fucking Rugrats tweets this week, alright?
I did see Babe Angelian.
It's just the entirety of Neon Genesis Evangelion, but with Rugrats characters. Whatever. I don't have to fucking impress you people. Take your slop, little piggies.
I hate it here.
You love it. The same way we love you all for listening. Thank you all. Goodbye. See you next time on the Nautical Mile.
Okay, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. All right. Bye. All right.
I almost just left the call instead of stopping recording.
It's so fucking. I hate you.
That's valid. I'm moving like French Montana.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to DipShips Legitimate Budding Podcast. As always, I'm your captain, Calamity Carl, and joining me as always my wonderful co-hosts, Maritime Medi.
I'm gonna block him.
What? What's wrong?
No, this is what we're going with now. Hello, everybody. No, this is just how the podcast sounds now. This is the new bit. This is the
What?
new thing.
What?
I don't like this bit.
No, too late.
I don't know.
This is the cold open.
I hope not. I'm not recording.
ABR, always be recording.
Oh my god.
Let me know when we're good to go.
Really?
What? What are we all recording?
This bit sucks.
I'm asking, are we all recording? Are we all good? Are we all good to go? We're all ready? We're rolling?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
I might actually mute him.
Oh, is my fucking microphone fucked up?
Yes, I thought you were doing this on
No,
purpose.
I'm not. God damn it. Fucking
There we go.
restart my fucking recording then.
Oh, so that wasn't a bit.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I thought
No,
it was a bit.
wasn't. It was not a bit. Whenever that happens, it's not a bit. It is literally
Okay.
just my mixer fucking up.
Okay.
Oh,
It happens so
still keep it
fucking
in as our
much.
cold open.
I mean, I can't. I mean, unless Mimi wants to use the entire of the fucking still going OBS track, but I mean,
Hell yeah.
Oh god.
fucking that just took all the momentum out of me. Took all the wind out of my wings. DipShips, we're back. Medi and Nick.